Yo, we're sitting here with ZekeUltra.
Hello.
What's up, man? What was your name again?
Jordan.
Yeah.
What's
your Instagram name? What's your artist name?
My artist name is Hello Jordan.
Hello,
For
Jordan.
now. My Instagram is Hello Jordan 2 with 3 L's. And my Twitter is
Hello.
2 U's.
Hello. Yo, we was just talking about the ever-changing artist names, like making like not sticking or getting too attached to one name. Yeah.
Have you had many names, like many aliases?
Aliases. I've had a couple. I started off when I was rapping. Like at 14, I was Zeke the Beast.
Zeke the Beast.
and then I became ZekeUltra. But I was just telling Jordan, if I change my rap name again, I'm gonna be Big Zeke.
Big Zeke.
Big Zeke.
I'm turning this up a little
That
bit.
kind of knocks. Yeah.
It's all
Big
about some
Zeke.
name changes.
Because if I pull up as Big Zeke and I'm 5'8", they gonna be like, "That's
Yeah,
Big
that's
Zeke."
definitely
Yeah.
So where you from, man?
I'm from Portland, Oregon.
Portland, Oregon.
Way across the map, man.
Yo, Ascension is from Oregon.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, she's from Oregon. She was just here yesterday talking about her being from Oregon. She just got back.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
I haven't been to Oregon
Yeah.
in a grip because I lived in Oregon and then I lived in Idaho of all places,
Okay.
and I was chilling there for a grip, and yeah. But I've been to Idaho a couple times, but I haven't been to Oregon since. I gotta go back, dude. I haven't been back since they legalized weed out there.
Oh shit, you
Yeah,
like
it's
started
been a
doing the
long
greatest
time.
part.
Yeah, facts.
You said Idaho. What are you doing in Idaho?
I was
just like go back to Idaho. Like, where you going back to
Idaho. I was living, man. I was a young child in Idaho, just trying to smoke and fuck bitches, I guess.
Yeah.
Just trying to grow, you know.
Is the weed better out there than it is here?
Yeah. Idaho weed is slept on. They got the fire.
They
they
got
got
that
the
shit.
kill. They got that kill.
They make they grow the weed with the potatoes.
With the
and shit.
potato, yo, the same soil. Get that shit the earthy taste, yo. Nah, but weed is really good out there. Granted, we live right next to California and Oregon, so and like Denver too, kind of. So you know it's a little easier to get good weed, but yeah. But like I don't know, like it was some good shit. We used to smoke some shit. And like you know how you just get real fried and it just like you be shit looking like it's like animations.
Yeah, that's that diesel shit.
That's that fire.
Yeah.
We was smoking that shit at like 14. That shit probably like fucked us up.
Yeah, it has something to do. Maybe
Yeah.
to shape something.
Yeah, it did though. It definitely it spoiled me because you move to the East Coast and you ain't getting shit like that easy. Like you gotta really dig or you gotta grow that shit yourself.
That's what I
Niggas ain't
keep
growing
hearing. I keep hearing that like East Coast don't know nothing about weed.
Yeah.
Other than you know.
It's a
Yeah.
lie, for sure. I smoked some weed one time, and I swore like it had me seeing everything like it was Little Bill.
The first time I smoked sour diesel, I think I was in my sister's house. My sister's older than me.
Yeah.
She had like a husband and kids and stuff. I was at her house with my cousins, and I remember. I don't know. I just got reminiscent memories of like Rugrats and like the da 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 da. Like whenever I closed my eyes, I would see like the colors and all the weird like scribbles and shit. And I remember being really hungry and I went in the freezer and I like cut off a piece of like a rib. Like it must have been around like July 4th. It was frozen. So I'm like trying to cut it off. Like I just want a piece. I just cut it off and I put it in the microwave.
Oh shit.
I tried to like cook it and I don't know. By the time I got done, I realized I was high and I was like, what the fuck am I doing? I need to get out of the kitchen. My cousin's in there laying on the ground, like staring up into the ceiling. Like it's like one of the first experiences with weed. And
With
I don't know,
weed.
changed
That's
my
a
life.
crazy experience. Did you eat the steak? Did you eat the
No,
meat?
I think I just I don't know what I did, but I think my cousin probably came in there like, yo, what are you doing? It was like I just wanted a piece of it. We're like, you can't cook like raw meat in a microwave, so of course I didn't. I definitely didn't eat it, but it was definitely like one of the first psychedelic experiences, like the diesel. Which got to me.
Yeah, nah, the diesel's nothing to play with, man.
Nothing to play with.
Diesel ain't no joke, bro.
Psychedelic.
Facts.
Psychedelic weeds, big weeds.
Yo, sometimes you get some fire and that shit be feeling like a psychedelic experience, low key.
Yeah.
Niggas sleep on the power of weed.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, you get a lot of people nowadays that say like, "Oh, it makes me anxious," and blah blah blah. Like, I love the pressure of like testing like your reality or like the little pressure that it can bring. You know, artistically, I feel like it's up to like perspective shifts. You know, for me, so like when I'm looking at something sober or whatever, and I think I'm done with it, I'll smoke some weed and look at it again, and then, like all these things about it will come up and be like, oh, okay. this is,
be like, oh yeah, you really like in the process of completing a project and figuring out if you're really done, like smoking some weed will really make you feel like, am I really done with this? Like, I love that shit. I love that shit.
So what brought you to Philly for real?
Philly?
So you're from Portland, right?
From Portland. Well, I was with my dad, so like my parents, like my dad got a job out in Delaware, and so I was just like, I had to go. Like I just came with them out here. But I don't know. At first, I kind of fought the idea of just like up and dipping and going somewhere completely like a relative culture shock, like experiencing that. But then I was like, yo, fuck it. Like, you know, I like to travel anyway. But I don't know. Something about Philly like really draws you into Philadelphia. Like it's a place that's not like anywhere else, to be honest. I was talking to a homie. Like Philly is almost like in terms of being able to like walk up and talk to anybody on the street about anything. Like Philly's like top 2 spots in the East Coast about that. Like
what's number 1?
I would say Philly's number 1 though, and then I would say like DC's probably number 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
I haven't had much experience in DC.
DC's tight.
Yeah, did you live there for a while?
Nah, I just visit there a lot. I got a homie in there. I was like I'm in DC just to be in DC. Sometimes I'm just like, I just want to go to DC, like, you know, just to be there. DC's really like a really black part of the world.
Yeah.
Like,
isn't Howard there?
Who?
Like Howard the school?
Yeah. Howard is there.
I recently learned that fact.
Yeah, Howard is there. Howard's a HBC, right? Yeah. Yeah, I'm trying to, I do have a cousin that goes to Howard. Yeah, my cousin goes to Howard.
Yeah, usually somebody got somebody. They know somebody that goes to Howard. You always get that one friend, you gotta be like, yo, so how do I get like anything in the black community?
Yo.
It's like,
yo, facts. Everybody got a cousin at Howard. Somebody got a cousin at Morehouse. You know what I mean? Those are 2 spots.
Everybody got a cousin that live in New York that you can go hit up if you need to stay there.
Facts. Got a cousin in New York.
Shout out cousin.
Yo. Shout out Kev, yo.
You just recently went to New York, right?
Yeah.
Was your first time out there, or
like second or third time? First time really like being like immersing myself in the New York experience, quote unquote. Yeah. Like being a person who like, because usually I'm there, I stay at night, and then I'm like, all right, let's go see some attractions or whatever. But like I was there and I played a show. That's what brought me there with like my homie Elijah and a couple other people, and and then I went and I just stayed longer than I expected to stay. Actually, my homie Cole lives out there, and he kind of just showed me. Like I kind of got a thorough experience of like multiple boroughs. So I was like really drawn. I was always the type of nigga to be like, yo, I'd rather live in Philly, and I would still rather live in Philly. But like New York's special, and I understand why New York is special now. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah. Why people go there to start things off. Like,
It's like I can't speak on too much 'cause I haven't lived there, but I've been there enough to know like it's just you got people that's doing work, and you got people that's like enjoying the work that other people are doing, and like that atmosphere is just kind of like, you know, and then you got people walking around with $20,000 trying to invest in people, and it's just like, you know, people catch opportunity faster, bigger money's flying around, and that's why a lot of people feel like they need to move from one, like, oh, I need to go to New York and do this, blah, blah, blah. You know, I respect it, but then again, I always think that you can do anything wherever you are.
Facts. You know? Especially now, like, the internet changed that. Like just the advancement of technology, like the interconnectedness of everyone changed that. Even if there was no Twitter or Facebook, you could still be able to do anything anywhere. And it's like possible. Like, but I also agree, like you don't gotta, because like we was talking about in clout language, it's the wave creators and the wave riders, right? That's what they say. And it's like you either doing something or you acting like you doing something. Right. You know, it's a lot of niggas acting like they doing a lot of shit. Right. Which is like, you know, if there's nothing for you to do, you might as well act like it. You know what I mean? Yeah, you might as well just act like you're doing something. But like, you know, you could tell, you could really peep who's really trying to do some shit. Because people often will like make excuses for themselves when they're not in a certain situation. Like, man, if I was in New York, bro, I would be doing this and this and that. If I was in Philly, I'd be doing this and this and that. You know what I mean? But it's fake.
It's all fake, man.
Yeah.
You gotta have the need to wanna. Andre won't like. I'm not gonna tell that story, but
oh shit.
But it's a concept called need to wanna. You gotta need to want to do something to do it. You know,
facts,
so like you gotta have the need to wanna to do it. You know,
facts.
And I think that I don't know. As far as us and doing this show and all this other shit. I feel like we got that fire, that spark that's going to get it there. I remember we had a show with you before. We wanted to have a show and got canceled. But I know that didn't sit right with me for a while. And I was like, man, I got to get back at this. Because I took one L. I got to keep coming until I fucking recover this shit. But I don't know. I feel like this show's about to be fucking dope.
Oh, yeah. It's just some crazy creatives on here. Some people who go nuts.
See, you and Drock have like the closest like type of, I'm not saying flow, but y'all more introspective and lyrical with your rap.
Yeah.
And so does Ascension. It's crazy that you guys are both from Portland. Like, I didn't even know that till just now.
Right.
But like you guys, it's like a lyrical lineup that you guys like. So you're gonna have some raps that's coming out of all y'all. It's just like, yo, this, boom, boom, boom. You know what I mean? Like I listen to your stuff and I'm like, man, he really like telling niggas like what's up. Like, and out of that question, out of that statement, I wanna ask you like, where do you find your like your influences in music and stuff? Like, where do you? Who influences you? Or I can ask, what do you listen to?
What do I listen to? Yeah, I'm gonna go with the first one first. I'm gonna answer the next one. Fucking Doom influenced me. I would even say like Mos Def influenced me. Earl was a big influence. Earl's like a catalyst. Yeah. Who else, man? Jadakiss, nigga. 50 Cent. I liked a lot of New York rap because New York is really good at saying some shit. Like, man, like even Biggie saying like, even like the basic shit, like if I die, fuck it, I want to go to hell. Like just saying some real fucked up shit really hard. Like, you know, like that's what I think is a special skill. Niggas who are able to like say some shit that are like supposed to be thoughts, you know, like some shit you're not supposed to say out loud, but they say it. Right. And make that shit sound hard. Right. I don't know. To me, that's always been the hardest thing to be like, you know,
being able to get that stream of thought out, and then lyrically and rhythmically, and to make that shit lit. You know, that's fucking dope as shit.
That's like, special.
Kendrick Lamar can do that really well.
Oh yeah,
just like saying like exactly what he's thinking.
He's one of the, for me, he's like an influence for sure. Someone I listen to as well. Kendrick's like, I was listening to some shit yesterday. I remember like Section 80's what got me into him.
Yeah, definitely same.
Yeah. And I was talking to the homie the other day. Somebody was trying to tell me that Drake put Kendrick on, and I was like, bro, bro.
He was already on.
Niggas was already like, yo, this man's watch.
If anything, Game put Kendrick on.
Yeah.
With that.
He
put him on that Compton. It was a Compton song.
Yeah. I know exactly what you're talking about.
And he just like snapped on it. And everyone was like,
yo, who's this? Kendrick's really good at just snapping.
Right. Go, let him out the gate. These niggas go off.
Yo, facts. I don't know, yo. Kendrick's amazing. I was talking about how I was talking with Jordan about how crazy Tyler is, like in terms of just being him.
Yeah.
Tyler changed shit.
I feel like he definitely impacted a lot of people too, you know?
Yeah.
Because like me personally, I'll say that I wouldn't be the way I am without Tyler and all OF.
Yeah. Just that wave of shit.
Yeah. And the community, when they were like able to like get on camera and say fuck you and I don't give a fuck and do all that, I was like, that's what I need, and I need to be signed to OF right now. Like obviously I can't relate to other niggas. Like I would tweet like, yo man, after you listen to OF for a while, you just don't want to listen to other shit because it's like there's a certain energy and mode and like you know, just pure visceral like, this is how I feel. And it may be outlandish, but this is like the energy that I got. And this is how it manifests and shit. Yeah. OF definitely changes a lot of shit.
Man. I wasn't even like, they were DIY before I even could put a finger to a DIY, man.
Right.
I was young as shit too, like, you know, figuring that out. It was like, yo, you could just do that shit in your room, fuck it, who cares?
Right, exactly.
Yeah. Tyler's crazy for that. The beats is crazy. Left Brain made me want to produce, man.
Do you do any production?
Yeah, man. I produce some shit. I produced my whole last EP, Luna.
Okay.
Yeah. Proud of that shit. I'm start doing that shit more. My friends got me into producing, like, and I was like, yo, I should stick it out. Because I found out that my favorite rappers are like the songs I like the most, so like the moments from certain artists is like when they do it themselves. It's like, you know, even if it's not necessarily them producing all of it, like them directing it, even like
they're having a hand in it at all. Yeah,
like they're crafting that joint. Like that makes me want to like keep doing that shit. That shit's tight to me.
Hell yeah.
It's like the raw shit.
Yeah, I mean, I think when you get certain like rapper, I always call say aesthetic rappers. I don't know if that makes sense, but you get certain rappers who like, I don't know, they have the most control over their music.
Yeah.
You figure out they are the ones producing, directing the videos, you know, having all the input in the way their stuff comes out, and then they had the most impact on a lot of shit too, because you know it's like a cohesive, authentic relationship between what they're saying, how it's being heard, who's saying it to them after you produce it. You know, it's just like, and that's like, I don't know, the best. Who's a good example of that? Tyler's like, a fucking example, prime example of that. ASAP's another fucking example of that. Yeah. Fuck. Oh, aren't they just here?
Yeah.
JPEG Mafia.
He played with Joy again.
Oh shit.
Man, that show is definitely.
Damn, I missed that shit. I feel like aren't they coming again, or that was the last time? It was like the past couple weeks, right?
Was it Thursday?
Yeah, it was like sometime last week.
Yeah, see, that shit already passed.
Somebody told me, I was like, yo, I'm definitely got to cop tickets, but then I just got caught up in some shit.
Yeah, that's what happens, man. Jordan put me on the JPEG Mafia. Yeah. I wasn't really knowing.
Thanks for spreading the word of Christ there, man. Blood Orange was here yesterday too.
Damn.
At the Foundry.
Damn.
I think Function put him on for a show, which is cool because Function usually does DJs, you know, and then they doing artist stuff. I always think it's more important to like put on like the underground, you know, like fuck having a DJ come around perpetuate shit that we've been hearing, already going here. I don't want to hear Drake again, you know, I don't want to do that. I want to hear some like I want to hear the dude next to me's rap because like I don't know, man. You get some of these artists that come on, like you for example. And you hear something like I remember when I first heard your stuff, I thought you were somebody else. Like I thought you were my homie because you kind of look like my homie Christian. And like I was like, and then I heard it and I like hit Christian like, yo, when this come out, you just put this out and you about to like perform because he had a show like the next day and I like I'm coming to your show. And he was like that's not on my song.
Oh shit!
But I like when look at the shit and like Dom was telling me about you, Jordan was telling me about you. And I was like, yo man, this dude.
Word, that's love.
You know, like fucking really very visceral with the lyrics and shit. You know, I could just completely understand. I can feel what you're saying. I love it. But
that's love, dude. That's love.
Yeah, sorry, I just went on a tangent. It's crazy how you discover people sometimes. It be the weirdest ways. Like,
I remember I met you at a Vandal show. Yeah. And like it was just like a genuine like, cause I didn't even know Jordan rapped.
Oh, you didn't?
Nah, I just pulled up cause Jordan knew Jordan.
No, and the Jordans.
The Jordans knew each other, and I was like, all right, cool. Like he's tight. They was talking about skating and all that, and I was like, all right, cool. Then I saw the show and like it's a Vandal show, like so, but like you know. So I was like, man, what is like you know that we all connected. But yeah, I don't know, yo. It's tight. I appreciate it.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Then we gotta, then naturally we gotta have a performance, you know. Then we have to keep moving from there. Like, it's not that I hate DJs, but I think it's so simple, man. Like, anybody can DJ.
Yeah.
You just gotta.
And everyone should DJ.
Everyone should DJ, yeah, because you all have that responsibility at the party to keep it lit, like
bumping.
You can't come up there and be able to read the crowd and be able to put your own spin on that shit. Then get the fuck out of the party. Don't ask me for the aux. You know what I mean? Type shit. Like
you gotta keep the bitches moving.
Right.
Keep the asses bumping.
Right. And then be able to inform somebody about somebody who's just putting some stuff out locally. You know?
Yeah.
One thing about Philly that I realized when I first got here. It's like I don't know, it's city of brotherly love, you know, and I was like yeah, but no one puts on for the brother in Philly like you could do anywhere else, you know. I lived in Cleveland for a while, I lived in Bowling Green, Ohio for a while. There's rappers in both places, you know, but like before I can even see the dude who raps in the city, there was 3 people that told me about him already. You know, coming to Philly, and there's more people here, of course, but at the same time, like you can be standing next to a rapper, but the only thing I will hear all night is J. Cole. You know,
that's right.
Or you can be talking about all these things that you got going on and blah blah blah, and then no one will have the pride or like the or feel the incentive to like speak up about what their homies do or what they work on or why this is a better alternative than to go into Silk City to go see a DJ. You know, let's go to this show or something. You know, like that. Like I got speakers. I got this space. Let me put on an event. You know, no one has that like
that drive.
Thing. Yeah, and then when you do it, you get a lot of people that are like. it's not they don't show love. It's like they're scared for other people to see them showing love. You know what I mean?
That's a big issue.
Isn't that weird?
That's very weird.
Why do you think that is? Like, why do you think that? Why do you think that is?
Yeah, I don't know. I guess my take on that would be like people don't want to seem too eager to express that, because everybody knows what happens as soon as you start showing love. Like it grows. Like people attach themselves to something that you like. That's why the idea of a cosign is so major.
Yeah.
People want to reserve their cosigns.
Yeah.
We want to reserve that stamp of approval, which to me is kind of whack. I always pride myself on like making sure that people that I like, they know I like them. Like I'm not, even however big I end up getting in art and creating, I want to like be the person who still shows love, who still is like, like I enjoy this, you guys should listen to it too. I don't like, because in the long run that always comes back to you.
Yeah, it always
Yeah.
When you spread that energy, like it's positive energy, so it spreads easier. You know? Negative energy is the one that turns people away.
Yeah,
you know?
It kind of lingers a little longer.
Yeah, it's repulsive. Like, and like when there's somebody who is notorious for being notorious, it doesn't go away that easy. Like that rumor that just stays like,
in your face,
man. They be like, oh yeah, that's so and so. Yeah, he an asshole. Right. Like he think he too clouded up for everybody else. Like,
and then the person overheard say that, go tell somebody. And then it's like, oh yeah. And the person don't even know who you are.
Facts. Like, yo, the fact that people like that stays. I was just talking to somebody about how crazy it is before you hear anything about anybody. Like if you hear some negative shit, that's the first impression.
That's the first thing.
Before you even meet somebody, like if somebody tells you like, man, yeah, that's my homie, but he this and that. That's the first thing you're gonna think about when you meet somebody. So like. Yeah, that's
the best way
crazy.
is to think just without any of that. It's like, yo, save the bullshit.
Yeah.
Give me the facts.
Yeah.
Give me what I need to understand.
That's right.
So I have the best possible experience with this.
That's right. My homie was telling me, like my homegirl, she was telling me how she went to an art event and she was like, some guy was doing like a painting. You know how they go. Like he's showing some painting. He's like a showcase, and his art was really well. It was like very black oriented, black centric, whatever. And then she was like, pulled out her phone to like take pictures or whatever and like spread the word or whatever because she was drawn to the art. And immediately this man is like, oh, so you're just gonna pull out, look at like this girl over here pulling her phone out, like this and that, like talking whatever. And she's drawn back, and then all of a sudden he just start spreading hate, like, yeah, I'm sure you got a white boyfriend, this and that and that and this. So just hating. So like off rip, that's his impression from anybody that talks to her about him. That's what they're gonna hear.
You're never gonna make no money that way.
Nah, you never gonna make no money. I don't care how bitter you are.
Get no pussy that way.
Never, ever, ever.
You fucked up on 2 levels.
Ever. You fucked up on a lot of levels.
You're supposed to be happy about somebody.
Yeah. Like, yo, somebody pull their phone out. That's cool. That's cool with me. Like, I wish I could paint though. I can't paint.
You can paint digitally, probably.
You think so?
Yeah. Get one of the apps.
Yeah, I'm trying to get the Lil Johns. What's the shit?
Do you make your album art, your covers?
I take pictures.
Okay.
So like I shot the last few, but man, this next project that I'm about to put out, I shot the cover for that.
You shot the cover for that?
Yeah, my homie James Paris helped put the design together from in-house. Like that shit is a really good. I'm really proud of that picture. I'm really proud of that
shit,
thing. You saw that shit.
It looks sick.
That shit. I shot that shit. And I said, I think I got something here.
So talk about your upcoming projects, man.
Man, I've gotten a new approach. I used to be like what we're listening to right now is called Pangea. Yeah. And I made that it's like 2015. I wrote some of the raps on there when I was 16. So it's like kind of it's a project that I needed to just put out just to be like able to move forward. But yeah, fuck. So now that's like kind of old. And before then I was putting out like a project like once a year and a half. But now I just want to do like 3 a year, 4 a year. Like I just want to, like I realize in the underground now, like things move so rapidly that if you don't increase your output, it's like gonna get lost. Yeah. That's right. So I don't want to get lost.
Yeah. Like people, I think I'm not gonna say because it's not underground, but like Young Thug and I think Migos, Young Thug, and Travis Scott had this time where they just kept putting shit out, and I would think of it like a bowl of milk, and then Young Thug was like red dye, and then Travis was blue dye, and it just kept being taken. It was like reddish, and then it was bluish, and that was like the whole scene. Underground people just like flood. You know, there was for a minute Wi-Fi guy just flooded shit, and it was just like, yo, damn, like I only hear stuff like Wi-Fi, and you get people biting off of that, and then it just kind of keeps it. Then you get another person coming in, and it just drops and drops and drops and drops, and you kind of pull it in your direction. You know, I like that, but it's competitive and it's like raw.
Oh yeah, facts.
And it's definitely like, I don't know, when you fighting for, and your shit, bro, your shit's like the lyrical type shit that niggas need to hear. Like when people, they come to the show and you can look at somebody and rap into their eyes and shit like that. And just like convert them into like, or get them to like listen to what you're saying. You know, that's the kind of shit that people need. There's a lot of artists out. I'm not giving any kind of criticism. Just my personal taste, you know, that's like, yo, you come out here and you just, you know, you go hard, you say some crazy party shit and it's lit for a minute. I'm gonna go home with a I'm still hungry. You know?
That's
I didn't get the experience that I needed, and like, but if you saturate that pool, bro, I think your shit'll catch on, bro. And it'll really like just make niggas do better. You know?
Yo, that's love. That's why it's that soul food, man. That's why when I try to like, I pray, it's soul food, man.
You got you. Oh shit! Somebody called me. Hold on. I'm really sorry.
It's terrible. It's booming right now.
So it goes through my speakers.
Oh, man.
Because my phone is hooked up to the Bluetooth.
But the setup nice, though. Where the speaker at anyway?
Speaker's over there.
That shit hard. Yeah. That shit knocking. You should throw a party in here.
I should throw a party in here.
Let me host that,
You want to host it?
Yes, please.
I'll wait till I'm ready to get evicted from here. And then I mean, we can have a party. We almost had the show here because the show got changed. From,
this would be a one. I mean, that's like some real New York shit. Some real Manhattan type shit. People throw like shit in spaces like this. At least from what I've seen. Yeah, that should be tight. I don't know. I want to do more spaces. I want to do shows a lot. I want to start throwing shows. I want to branch out. I don't know. I don't want to just stick to music. You know, and even within music, I don't want to just stick to rap. That's a real rapper thing to say. Like a new rapper thing to say. I feel like Rocky kind of started that shit, you know?
I want to direct. I want to take photos. I want to make my own line.
Right.
But at the end of the day, when you get to that high, you kind of got that influence to do that. You just got to keep making new, like, lanes for you to be able to, like, make money or keep perpetuating your brand, right?
Yeah.
Because, like, when you rap, you're getting a whole narrative to you, like, yourself. And you give a whole idea of who you are. And then, like, that carries on to the point where people like know you just from hearing you, and then people can know you from seeing you through your like branding or whatever you do, or then you got visuals and shit like that. I sit here and act like I know what the fuck I'm talking about. Like, I don't know shit, yo. I'm still learning just like the rest of everybody, but I mean it seems that way.
I feel that.
You know?
Yeah, man. I like that shit. I like when rappers are. I mean, it's one thing to just like do it just to say you're doing it, and it's another thing to actually like put your like soul into that shit. Yeah. But like, you know,
what are your ideas, man? Hopefully I can steal something from you.
I don't know, man. I wanna like with this shit, the easiest, not even the easiest thing, but the thing that will make the most sense is just go straight into like a media, just straight media. Like I want to do radio. I wanted to do radio since I was fucking 6 years old. Like I used to watch like this internet radio, like Windows Media Player. I used to have an internet radio tab. You know what I'm talking about? And that's how I first heard like Lady Sovereign, like old like grime shit. Before I even knew what grime was, that's how I was listening to like old reggae, like shit like that. Like from the UK, they was just like streaming crazy shit. Like that's when I was like, yo, fuck. Like that's when my love for music was like, like
you listen to UK rap first.
Yeah, like just niggas that I would have never heard otherwise unless I discovered it, you know? It's like the first jump of like hearing music other than the music that you heard in the house that you sought after yourself. It's like that journey of just like discovering.
It changes
special.
your shit up, yo. I can get that feeling of first listening to like Radiohead back in the day, like first listening to like Creep and shit.
Yeah.
Or like when I first
my
heard,
God.
What was it?
Nigga.
What was it first from? Kanye. I remember I got Graduation first. And
Yeah. No, that's
I had like the deluxe one with the poster.
Yeah, with the poster. Yeah.
Damn.
Shout out to my mom.
Yeah.
Shout out moms,
When that
dude.
shit came on, I was like, yo, this is what confidence is. I'm gonna go to high school and play this for them.
Yes.
You know?
Yo, like Good Morning, like that's like the perfect way to start an album. It's nothing better than that. I remember hearing that. Goosebumps. Goosebumps, yeah.
What's up? But no, yeah, that was definitely Kanye.
Yeah, Kanye was a guy.
And Cudi, then when Cudi came
Oh
out.
my God.
Like,
What was I listening to of Cudi? I don't know. I was listening to Cudi all the time. Did you like the new John's Kissy Girls?
Oh,
or
yeah.
Kissy Ghosts? Yeah, I loved it. People slept
I'm
on
like-
it. You liked it too?
Yeah, I like it too. It's cool.
Yeah.
what did you like the most this year?
Oh, this year? Fuck. Maybe Kids See Ghosts. Mike had some crazy shit out this year. Who else got some crazy shit out this year? I don't know. I'd have to really look back on that shit. If I look through my Spotify right now, I'd look through and see it. But like, rap was cool. Underground wise, rap was really crazy. Kish had like one of my favorite EPs this year. Yeah, man.
And that's your homie, right?
Huh?
And that's your homie.
Yeah, that's my
Kish?
man's in London.
Speak on him, like, because I saw the album down there under
Yeah.
Spotify.
Yeah, he just put out a compilation album of like, I guess it's his early greatest his album. Well, like he just like put it out on his streaming services. We have a joint on there called Outlaw. Me, him, and Yiga.
Yeah, that song hits.
That shit hits,
Yeah, you
yeah.
got some crazy vibes around. And I was like, I was listening to it. I was cutting these flyers and I was doing it. And I was like trying to line it up, you know, and like throw the razor across it. And like, yo, fuck it up.
Yeah.
Trying to keep doing it, but I was like, yo, man, this dude just goes off. I thought it was your album, so I like, kept playing it. But then you had the verse on there. I was like,
Yeah.
go.
Yeah, dude. Those are the guys, man. I've never even met them, but like they're like way across the waters with him, Virgil, Jen, Ivan, like all of them.
How'd you
Like,
get into that? Like, did you go to across? Like,
Nah, I wish, dude. I was my homie Nurse Joy. He makes beats. He's a rapper as well. His rap's crazy, but like he just introduced me to them. He had this song called Desolation. Kish had this song called Desolation. And he rapped his fucking ass off. And I was like, yo, this is the nuttiest shit I ever heard in my life. And then I like just linked up with them and it was simple. And then the homies like Out West, Pueblo, like Yankee, Mela Cruisin', Barry, we just like all started linking up. It became like a collective thing. Even if like even on paper, like whatever, we're separate, but it's like a family type of thing. Like just love. Yeah. Yeah, shout out to him. I'm trying to be in London soon, man. Very
Skepta.
Skepta too. Shout out Skepta. Shout out D-double-E or D-double. Yeah, D-double-E. We was listening to that shit in the car. Grime is the last shit that made me be like, all right, yeah. But I'd heard Grime, like I'd heard Lady Sovereign, but like the resurgence of Grime and then going back and listening to like the old pirate radio freestyles and shit made me be like, yo, these niggas is rapping like they was rapping like they're gonna die tomorrow. And I was
That's
like,
crazy.
you know,
I've never heard of pirate radio.
yeah, they was snapping.
How long have you been rapping for? Because you got numbers on SoundCloud, man. I'm not gonna hold you. Consistent numbers too.
Yeah, I don't know. People like me, man. I guess I started rapping when I was 14, and I was in 2011, but I was trash, and I was trash until 2014. For some reason, 2014, I
was trash until.
to be honest, people might be like tell you something different, but trust me, I was trash, and that was just I don't know. I just kind of figured it out one night, and then yeah. So then that's a while, but I haven't I've been ZekeUltra since 2014, so that's why I say I've been trash since then. Yeah, that shit was nuts.
I was like, yo, I know that. I see that came on. I was like, yo, I know that's Earl. That's definitely not fucking ZekeUltra. Like,
yo, shout out Earl.
Shout out fucking Earl.
Shout out Earl. That's some crazy shit. I fucking
one.
shout out Alchemist. I want to work with Alchemist. I want to work with Madlib.
Do you like West Coast producers
Yes.
more than East Coast producers?
Oh,
What's the
more?
difference?
I don't know the difference. I would say it's just like a difference in whatever the difference in sound is would just be the difference in producers. I guess if you had to like put it on paper, the West Coast is a little bouncier. Actually, a lot bouncier.
Yeah.
It's a lot funkier.
I listened to it's like Shoreline Mafia.
Yep, shout out Shoreline Mafia.
Is it the dude? Don't.
Bro.
And it's like these weird, like, it's not weird, but
bass
it's like
lines.
reminiscent of like
Yeah.
Snoop Dogg and like, who's the dude?
Dre and
Yeah,
shit.
Dre.
Nigga.
Sorry.
Nigga. Yo.
It's
like,
been a long day.
nah, dude, it's cool. Dre was like, Dre's tight. Dre's fucking tight. I think what it is the West Coast is like the bass lines are a little heavier, and then out here the drums are just nuts. Like niggas got drums out east. Like, and I think that's like, it's like I don't know. I guess like relative to how it's always been. Like Philly's always gone crazy in terms of like bands. Like you know, but like I don't know. But so is the West Coast. But I don't know. To me, I think low key collectively, the best rappers have come from the West Coast. The most powerful rappers have come from the West Coast. But you could argue that's my thing. But like in terms of like skill, like bar for bar or whatever, like Biggie's like amazing. If Biggie came out today, he would still be Biggie.
Yeah.
You know,
he would be hanging out with Action Bronson probably.
Facts. Hanging out with Action Bronson. That nigga be hanging out with the hood niggas, though.
Yo, if Tupac was still alive, he'd probably be with XX.
Facts. That's facts. And that's, nobody wants to admit that, but that's 100% facts. That nigga be hanging out with X.
They would probably be first, and then they'd be real cool and shit.
Yo, facts. Because they had the, like, even though they were just starkly different people, they had the same type of energy.
Right. They was always trying to just be like
real confrontational, like nigga, what it is? What is it? Be like
not comparing X to Tupac at all, guys. So don't come at me with the bullshit. In the comments.
Facts. Facts. Don't do that. I love Pac.
They're about to be at your head, man.
No, they coming at you, bro.
They can slip off my bald head if they.
The keyboard warriors.
Right.
The keyboard warriors. That's whatever. People feel like I was also talking about people having an opinion and feeling like their opinion is supreme. Like the people who didn't used to have an opinion before have the most almighty opinions now.
Everyone just has a lot to say when they see a lot of people talking to them.
Oh yeah,
it's funny to watch it too. Like everyone's talking. Like say a bunch of people are talking over there, they're arguing about something that we all know, right? And then like 10 seconds later, like it just jumps and everyone just turns to each other and they say something. Then someone else responds, and it's just like it's like an effect. It's funny as shit to watch. It's like we all got opinions now.
But now think of that on the widest scale humanly possible in the history of humanity.
Right, about someone dying. You know? That's fucked up, but
it's fucked up, but it's facts. I was talking to an old head today, and he was talking to me about, because he's a DJ, and I'm assuming he's from Chicago. He used to make music and shit, and I was telling him about my raps, and he said he suggested I go cleaner, you know, because I was telling him some of my shit ain't as clean as he would have expected it to be or whatever. And then he was telling me, he's like, the truth is always clean. It came from the Almighty. Because I was like, that's mad deep. Because he was like, I was like, you know, sometimes, because he was schooling me, and then I was like, let me defend myself right quick. So I told him, you know, the truth isn't always clean, which I still stand by. The truth isn't always clean. So you have to present it as it is, because if you don't present it as it is, it's not the truth anymore. So like he was like, the truth is always clean, my brother. It came from Allah.
That's the same thing as saying that there is a truth.
That's facts. My dad and I talk about it all the time. My dad is
about reading Camus.
Yeah.
Motherfucker, you gonna get into Hold on, I gotta let my homie in real quick.
Word.
No, but yeah, what were you saying? Sorry.
I was talking about the book and how the main character of the book is this stranger, Albert Camus. He doesn't give a fuck about shit. He just takes things as it is and just like never serious about shit. And I was telling Jordan, I relate to that. Like that was me. That's still me. That's still fully me. But like, you know what I mean? But he found himself in a situation he couldn't get out of, just and against his will. Yeah. Like,
it's funny because you talk about the dude, the old head, who was like, yeah, truth is always clean, you know? And I was like, that's the same thing as saying it's absolute truth. And that, Albert Camus talks about, like, there being, like, no absolute truth at all. You know what I mean? So there is no truth. Since there's perspectives, everyone has different perspectives all the time. And, like, no one could say, like, you could say that this pen is pink. And I can say that's red. You can say that's black. And you'd be like, oh, I'm right. And you're right. And I'm right. So we're all right.
That's
right. Know? And there's no absolute blah, blah, blah. Like,
none.
You know, so it's just like, old man, is the truth really really clean?
Is it as clean as it seems to be?
Or is it dirty as shit because it doesn't exist? You know? Or is it whatever? You know,
is it?
It doesn't. You can't say it's anything because no one agrees on what it is. You know, so it's like
that's the school of thought that I subscribe to. The no absolute truth. My dad put me on to that. I was like, because like. Even if you think about it on the most basic biological level, right? I see regular, you're colorblind, but you're red and blue and you're green and whatever. Like, we could all look at something and say it's three different things, and that's absolutely right. If a bear could talk to us, a bear has a different fucking way of looking at the world than we do. So it's like if we were eliminated, all human beings eliminated from the earth, and all that's left is another species, their truth is truth. Right. And it's like, what the fuck? So who... And that goes back to the Albert Camus thing. Like, who am I to be like, what the fuck I say is right? Like, who am I to even not be chill about? You know, like, who am I to take things too seriously?
Right. You could just be wasting time at the end of the day.
Yeah, that's the type of shit that I'd be like, that's why, I don't know. Maybe it's a dangerous school of thought, because without genuine drive, you won't do shit.
Yeah. That gets dangerous though.
Oh yeah,
niggas end up killing themselves.
Yeah, facts. Because then it's
you
like
think too hard about that.
Facts.
You just you're gonna find a reason to live.
Facts. You have to find a reason to live.
You gotta keep going. You gotta keep swimming.
Yeah, I think it's subjective though, man.
Yo, man, where can we find your music? Like online? What's your internet? What's your internet?
My internet's. My internet's. I'm ZekeUltra everywhere, damn near. I'm on Twitter right now. I probably won't be on Twitter 3 years from now. So if you're listening to this 3 years from now, sorry. But two-tone Zeke, that's what I'm on Twitter.
ZekeUltra, one word, right?
ZekeUltra, one word. The Z is capitalized, the U is capitalized.
Right, because I kept typing in ZekeUltra with the space.
Yeah.
Somebody else. I'm like, this is not what I was listening to before. Why is this
different, right?
I'm listening to the wrong dude.
Ew, common mistake, but now we know. Now anyone listening to this knows the truth.
Right.
The clean truth from Allah.
Clean truth. Clean and dirty truths. clean money. What's that Poontang reference?
Ew, the unadulterated truth. Nah, but yeah, ZekeUltra everything for now. Till I'm Big Zeke.
Coming soon.
Big Zeke coming soon, man.
Coming soon.
Facts.
All right, y'all. We gonna wrap it.
Peace.
Boom.
Peace.